Please raise your hand if you need more time. We're okay? Okay. Okay, students, everybody has this paper. Okay, good. So the first column says predicted definition. Okay. All right, students, get ready. I'm going to call on each group. I want to get one thing you learned and maybe one of your questions. Okay. I think we're going to start over here with this group. Okay. Ruby. All right, Ruby, tell me one thing you learned. One thing you learned from this visual.
That the sun is the energy for the animals and the plants.
Sun is energy. Energy for
the plants and the animals.
For the plants and animals. Okay, great. Let's go over here to this group, Bianca. Bianca, one thing you learned.
About the visual picture?
Mm-hmm.
That the visual picture helps look at what goes on, like, in the life cycle.
So
like how it starts and where it ends and how it starts all over again.
Okay, so start and end of the life cycle. Is that okay? Of the life cycle? Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. In the back, Walter?
Like, you know, the sun gives energy to the plant so it can survive.
Okay.
And then the worms eat it, and then the worm gets eaten by the bird, and
Okay.
the wolf eats the bird. And everything goes
in circle.
No, wait, I'm writing the worm eats the bird. Worm gets eaten by the bird. Okay. I'm going to write that one thing down that you said. Okay. Back in this corner, do you mind, Adrian? One thing that you got from that?
The sun like gives off energy, but then like energy is heat, so it feeds like the animals and the plants, but then and it keeps them warm.
Okay. Okay, so I've got 4 things you learned. I'm going to get a couple of questions now. Nora. Nora's right here. And Nora, what's a question that you have looking at the graphic?
How the flowers produce energy.
How the flowers, say that?
Produce energy.
Produce energy. Okay, thank you. And I'm going to get a question here. How about you, Rash? One of your questions.
How decomposers affect the plants and animals?
How decomposers affect plants and animals. Okay, great. Can I ask you guys, is there anything else that you don't see here? I'm reading, I see that you get the part that the sun is the energy, it's a life cycle, worms get eaten by birds, birds eat the next thing, you can see the decomposers. Is there anything that you want to put here? Everyone feels? You have a question?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, great. I think we're ready to go then. Okay. I'm sure you learned things from your other group members. I'm going to pick 2 of those. All right. And I think Gil, that's Gil right here. Gil, can you tell me one thing you learned when you talked to the other people in your group?
Oh, how does decompose? Nah, it was
What's
the
one thing?
decomposers affect the energy flow.
So you learned something about decomposers and energy flow. Okay, and one more. Carla? Hi, Carla. Carla, tell me one thing you learned when you talked to the other members of your group. One thing.
That they don't eat each other, like for eating, they eat each other.
That they eat each other. Okay. All right, class, that was good. Now I guess we'll move on to the next thing, which is, yay. Is it, woo, here we go. All right, so you have this food chain definition paper. Everybody has it. Okay. You can put it in your notebook. Yeah, the food chain definition paper. Okay. No, we're going to do it right now. Excuse me. Okay. The first column. Okay. The first column says predicted definition. Okay. We don't know these definitions yet. Okay. But we have this paper. Okay. So what do you think the definition might be? Okay. There's no right or wrong answer, but you have this. Okay. You talk to your group. Don't worry about the right answer. Just write down what you think the definition is. Okay? All right. Yes, sir. First work alone. Yeah, first work alone. Just what do you think? It's okay because it's not for a grade. It's just like, what do you where's your visuals? You guys have your visuals? Okay, when you look at this visual, you can see, okay, that picture, right? Right, so based on this picture, right? Okay, what do you think a producer is? Okay, I think a producer is a plant. That's it. That's all. You don't have to write a lot. Do you know what to do? Okay. No, don't worry about that yet. We're only using the column. Now, where's your picture? Don't worry about the definition. There's no right answer here. Just look here, right here. Primary consumer is an herbivore. Right there.
Only plant.
So what do you think?
Caterpillar?
What do you think that is?
It eats it.
Okay.
Or-
Right. Okay, you guys all know what to do here?
There's two secondary consumers. Oh, there's one.
Well, look back at your visual. Okay. So the one that they in the visual is what kind?
A carnivore.
Okay, so just use that one
Okay.
for now. Oh, sorry. You can talk. We're not anti-talking here. You can talk. You can talk. Yeah, it's not a totally silent activity. Just, I'd like to know what your thoughts are, not everybody else's thoughts. Right, Stephanie?
Energy. The first one who eats the flower. So it eats the flowers to get energy, right? Okay, so it eats the flowers. Eat flowers.
There's no right answer. Yeah, so just fill that one in since we don't have one.
Secondary consumer. Secondary is to get help from another animals.
Yeah, because it's the
So to get help from other animals.
Oh, I thought you said only one. I thought you meant by one.
That's all right. Just do it now. You don't have to. And what you wrote a lot there. You don't need to write that much for all of them.
Oh.
All right, class. I'm looking at the clock. Okay. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah. Don't. if you don't finish it all, we're going to move on anyway. But you don't have to write anything long. Just a quick, like, what do you think? I mean, this is not, it's not a test. We don't know yet for sure. It's just what you think the definition is. Yeah.
Like, you know how it says, like, this shows that everything dies and decomposes? So this turns into heat?
Right now, you don't know, right? All you can go on is that picture. So what do you think?
Because like right here it shows that heat's coming out of the bacteria and the fungus decomposing everything.
And so, okay, so you're telling me that everything dies, right?
Yeah.
And decomposers break it down. So where will it go? Well, when you die, where will you go? Well,
To the
yeah.
ground.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, but like that turns into heat though?
That's all. You can only write what you see right there, right now. You don't know. You're going to find out later. Don't worry. You'll find out for sure later. Okay, there's about 1 minute. Again? Oh, that sounds like fun. Huh? She's swearing at me. Pardon me?
What does carnivore mean? This one.
Well, we don't know yet. What do you think it means?
To eat the planet or the animals to get energy?
Okay. That's a
I
good
just
guess.
guess.
I think you're pretty close, but we'll find out for sure in a minute. We're going to find out in just a minute. But I think you're pretty close. You'll be surprised how close you are. Okay, about 20 seconds. If you have an empty space, don't worry. Not that normal. Okay. All right. Okay, class, we're going to move on to the next thing. Everybody has this paper, the food chain background information paper. Say yes, we do. Okay, that'd be great. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is read. I want to use the same type of reading we were doing last week. So Mark will read. Kat will read. Walter will read. Vanessa will read. Alejandro will read. And Kevin will read. And everybody, we're going to read together.